What's up guys, it's Drac and Hasbro is back at it like a bad habit with the new Gelfire Legion. Oh yeah, they made a Gelfire pistol. Coming off the back of their ludicrously successful $30,000 TikTok challenge, they've decided to introduce a pistol category to the Gelfire line. Now, the Mythic was a pretty big letdown, obviously. It was a primary class blaster using really secondary class internals, but here we have the Burst into Battle Gelfire Legion, and this one's interesting because when I purchased mine, I purchased it when it came out. It was 30 United States dollars, and it is already on sale on every platform, including Hasbro's official platform, HasbroPulse.com. It's already on sale for 20 bucks, which puts it exactly in line price-wise with the Dart Zone Nebula, which has been out for well over a year now. It's just interesting to have in the category. So this is a spring-powered, so no battery required, Gelfire pistol, and it says that this is coming with 5,000 Gelfire rounds, super soft absorbent polymer projectiles. Polymer projectiles. It's interesting that they're just announcing that. Obviously it says do not aim at eyes and face. It comes with eyewear included. Always happy to celebrate the coming with eyewear included. They're announcing that it has a trigger lock, which is good for something that's this small, and that it's got slam fire. The only downside for me is that this is a mere 130 round hopper and it's not integrated into the design of the blaster at all. It attaches onto the top of it, looking kind of like an abscess that's a growth, if you will, of gel rounds on top of what is an otherwise very sleek, well-designed pistol. I love the hexagon grips. I like this this kind of priming action up here, but that's a lot of talking about it outside of the package. Let's go ahead and pop it out of the cardboard and see what we've got going on. I got a couple of questions about it in the last video. This is a Sukhoi 4 by Custom Knife Factory. It's pretty sharp. It's pretty sharp. It's certainly better than the litany of like Chinese karambits we've been using for box openings in the past. Let's see, what else do we have? All right, so it looks like the packaging here. Oh my God. It looks so small on the package, but it is comically wee in person. Oh goodness. Listen, what else is there anything else in here? Yeah, we've got the pellets and a cap so that if you hydrate in advance, you could put a cap on it. And this looks like a pretty standard North American bottle cap. And you could... How do we get past? All right, I'll let Coop make all of the jokey jokes, but this is a relatively small package. So it looks like it connects in and twists into place. Very similar to how the Mythic works, but this is about the cheapest Gelfire container I've seen. Like this is a blow molded, is it? It's got the seams like it looks like a blow molded, it's a bottle. They went to Coca-Cola Company and they asked for the tiniest reservoir they could possibly come up with. It's got these sleek action lines, but I feel like that's the first thing you're gonna wanna replace on your Mythic, is you're gonna wanna achieve a superior reservoir of some sort. I wonder, maybe we'll design one. Maybe we'll print one, because I want to like this blaster. Looks like it has a muzzle attachment, but no muzzle to attach, which is kind of a shame. I'm sure the Gelfire Mythic, its muzzle might attach there. We'll see. Then priming back here, it does auto retract. Click back. We've got the same eyewear required warning sign on the top of the blaster, which is nice in some ways because it leaves you a lot more space on the profile of the blaster to give you a really nice sort of design profile. Overall, I almost hate it. I have to compliment Hasbro. I mean, this is great from a pistol design category. The grip is great. The hexagon pseudo stippling looks really sharp. The color pathway of red and gray is just pretty tough to turn aside. I mean, overall, it is a really sharp take on what is quickly becoming like the pro kind of color schema between what the Max line and the DZP line is doing, and the fact that NERF Gelfire has been marketed as NERF Pro. Hopefully we find out more about what's going on with their supposed tournament in the not too distant future. Not having Toy Fair really stinks in that regard. Trigger lock is pretty intuitive. It's down here. Click forward. Well, click forward to unlock, click back to lock. Clicking back is a lot easier than clicking forward. It's actually hard to push this forward into the unlocked position. And maybe that's for the best if you have to go one way or another. Other than that, trigger well is great. A good place to rest your trigger finger inside of this. Pick rail here and here. That's obviously, normally I'd say pick rail on your grip is super goofy, but A lot of the aesthetic in the Gelfire line and all of the water BB blasters is like, where can we slap extra containers of ammo? And a lot of people's solution is to go grip, so that you'd like pull it off here and slap it up here. I think that that's a little comical. I think that you should just, 130 shots should be enough for any battle you're in, but if it isn't, for whatever reason, it should be relatively easy for you to just expand this. I mean, although it won't have the proprietary kind of clip in here, and that's the biggest issue, you could, this is so multi-purpose, right? Because it's got the twist pattern for a bottle cap, but it does not, bottle caps don't go the other way. They don't have this kind of half turn in and down thing. I really feel like we could 3D print something, but it's so fragile. It's like squishy. When I grab it, it feels like it's gonna, I mean, it feels like a 2-liter. If you've ever handled a 2-liter, that's how they made it. I wish it was bigger. Maybe there's something to be said for it being super low profile, but if it was low profile, I'd like it to mold into the blaster itself so that you could still holster. Like, this obviously can't be holstered unless you took that off. Overall, it spins nicely, because again, this is one of the better designed pistol decos we've gotten from Hasbro in a long time. The prime is comfortable, and then of course, very strange slam fire. The slam fire requires you to really be on it, but there's nowhere to grip it properly. It's easy to grip and release, and that's clearly how it's designed to be done. To slam fire, you have to fire, pull back, and instead of how a usual slam fire blaster would work, where I feel like it would fire on the back, you have to push forward. But again, there's not enough force when the trigger is depressed. You have to, like, really, I almost want to say that slam fire is a non-bow. In a profile this small, it just feels awkward. If it was pump action, absolutely, that would be super duper cool, and maybe we'll see a pump action Springer from the Gelfire line in the future, implementing slam fire the right way, but just, I mean, you can see that it's virtually impossible to stay on target when you're, so you'd be slam firing a wall very effectively. Anyway, let's take 2 or 3 hours here to hydrate up some gel rounds, throw them in our micro container, and we'll head outside and put them over a target. All right, so we're out here with the Legion. Did water just fall out of that? Okay, we're out here with the Legion. Let's put a few over the Crony. 135, 126, 27, 33, 29, 33. They're exploding for sure. Let's do some slam fire shots, which of course we can just hold indefinitely because it's not actually slam fire. 126, 32. What the heck? Hasbro are benevolent overlords. Looks to be very low discrepancy between slam fire shots and not. We'll take this out of Elite Junior mode. All right, so we've set the target down about 35 feet. Went high left. Went left again, went low. There we go, finally. So despite the FPS of this Springer Gel Blaster, I feel like you really have to, maybe we need to handicap it a little. Maybe 30 feet is the ideal range. Let's do 25, why not? Give a little right over the fence, sure. That was weird. Significantly better accuracy at 25 feet. Overall, I guess for short distance engagements, and if you had the right holster, maybe the bulbousness of this wouldn't be an issue. Overall, a low FPS Springer addition to the Gelfire line, I think, is a really good addition. I mean, $20 is the right price. Yeah, I paid $30 for mine, but they're on sale everywhere for 20 bucks now, so I think a fair evaluation is, again, that this shell is one of the best shells Hasbro has done in a very, very long time. It's got great grip. It's got great kind of tactile feel across the board. I wish that the slam fire was more of like a real slam fire. I think that it's just sort of a non-bow in this shell. I don't think that it's that much of an advantage. And frankly, 130 shots is plenty. I feel like while this is comically small, it should have been integrated into the blaster. And instead of having all of this additional plastic here for the mount and everything along that line, this should have just been a mated kind of set into the curvature of the blaster. Raise this a little, put it here instead, and just have a permanent aperture with like a flap on the back to access, because it just looks goofy. Now, I've confirmed that this will take the muzzle attachment for the Mythic as well as the container, although putting anything larger on your pistol just feels absolutely silly. At 20 bucks, I think that this is an excellent gel fire or gel blaster kind of sidearm. Paying 30 for it feels a little bit bad when you could get the Nebula Pro for significantly less. I think that the Nebula Pro is down to 17 bucks at this point, but overall, a pretty cool little pistol. And again, the overall grip and ergonomics of it is quite nice. I don't know how people are going to accessorize this. Just my number one desire is I wish we had a gel event. My big disappointment with this line is that there isn't much to do with gel blasters in general. We need some sort of gel blaster event, tournament. I would even settle for like War Game in the Woods, whatever it takes. But all of my usual complaints about the biodegradable nature of gel fire and gel in general kind of apply. I'm not entirely sure how safe these are to be putting in your yard around pets. You'll note that mine are going over the fence, but overall, I think that this is pretty sharp design. The price certainly right now is right. I'll put a link down in the description box below, but overall, the Gelfire line is improving. I think that the Mythic was a huge miss, but the Legion is a significant improvement, especially given that it's such an affordable entry level on sale right now for the category. But that's just my take. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of the Gelfire Legion? Are you into gel yet? Has the just constant bombardment of product gotten you to the point where you think that you might want to get into this, pick one up? I don't know. Every review I get a little bit more excited about the space, and I really wish there was something to do with it. But that's like I said, that's just my take. Let me know in the comments down below if you're gonna pick up a Legion, and if not, why? I'm just really curious how the space is developing and how the general customer feels about gel as a category. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Much love, blast on, Drac out.